All right, in today's video, we're going to review one of the coolest new modern pool tables, the Percy by Legacy. How do we rate pool tables? At Ledford Billiard Supply, we use a clear, simple system to break down every review. We rate each table in 5 key categories: build quality, ease of assembly, aesthetics and features, brand review, and value. Each category gets a score from 1 to 10, adding up to a total of 50. Higher scores mean better quality, better experience, and better value. Now let's see how this table stacks up. Don't forget to subscribe for more pool table in-depth reviews. All right, so jumping into the build quality of the Percy pool table, it's got their patented cushion on there, that exact shot cushion. That's actually more popular with players than you would think. More popular than what I hear over the AccuFast cushion, which is known by Olhausen. So very cool. I hear that it plays more like a tournament style table, but it also includes that lifetime warranty. Super, super important. They have the wide rail, genuine leather pockets, obviously in all wood. But one of the coolest features about the Percy, and it offers matching legs, or you can get these really cool, clear acrylic legs, which are super cool. So for all those reasons, obviously K66 cushions, 1-inch slate, all the industry standard warranties, we settle for an 8.5 out of 10. All right, so jumping into the aesthetics and features for the Percy pool table. This is one of the coolest looking new tables to date. Obviously, they have a few things I want to shout out. The acrylic leg here. This is a solid acrylic leg, super cool, see-through. You don't really get many tables. Honestly, I think this is the only table I've ever seen with a see-through leg. I thought it was super cool. One other thing too, is their cabinet here, the sides, are very recessed, very small, very minimalist design. So it almost hides underneath your apron, and then they balance that out with a really long apron, so it hides underneath. It looks really cool, and it allows for a great aesthetic in the room. And so for those reasons, not to mention they have the dowels that are actually inlaid, not painted on site, so they didn't go cheap on that. For those reasons, we settled for an 8.5 out of 10 for the aesthetics and features. All right, so now to our professionals. This is for the ease of assembly. Now, one thing that Legacy always focuses on is really for the installer's perspective. Even the president of the company started as an installer, and so you can see a lot of those attention to details built into these tables. Now for the Percy, there are a few things I would like to see a little bit different, but they're not bad. Basically, the sides recessed and sit onto the legs. Whether you go with the acrylics or the colored ones, are the exact same. Very similar to the Billiard table, one of the other tables that they have. This table also, with the upper rail assembly like that, we can fully bolt this together, have it all prepped, covered the rails, carry it in with one piece. It helps with the ease of assembly and speeding up that install time. So for those reasons, we settle for an 8 out of 10 for the ease of assembly. All right, so now to the consumer part of the review. What do you want to know? Should you buy this table? What's the bang for your buck? What's the value for your money? Is this a good use of your hard-earned money? Of course, the answer is always going to be yes to that, but there are some things that you need to know over other pool tables. Now, this one too, if you're looking for an acrylic design, something modern, something that's really going to stand out, that's going to be different than the rest, then I would say your value for your money is so much higher with this table because you have the option for that acrylic leg. I don't think there's any other table on the market that stands the test with that, and it's super cool. Now, if you want to go with the standard legs, sure, maybe there's some other options that are more affordable or may fit the bill a little bit better. But that's the reason why we came up with this score. It's one of the most unique scores we've ever had. The value for your money, we're going to go with a 7.8, almost an 8, but we went with a 7.8. When it comes to the brand review for Legacy Billiards, I have to really say a lot about the customer service that they provide. The whole team at Legacy Billiards, they gave us a factory tour of their warehouse, and I have to say this is the cleanest warehouse I think I've ever been in. I couldn't find a speck of dust on their floor, and I think that's something that really shows their level of detail. And then their boxing. That's another thing that really sets them apart. They try to do and make things so that they're the least amount of pieces that are coming on a pallet, and everything's boxed separately so that if you need a replacement part, it's just one box that can be replaced versus having a massive box that has everything inside of it. You have to break it apart. So they really took the time to show us their process on shipping and everything like that. And then overall, just the entire experience that we had. All of those reasons, I just wanted to mention that and just give thanks to the Legacy Billiards team out there because it was a great time that we had basically reviewing all of their tables. I felt like we were at home, and they really just opened their doors up and said, hey, give us your honest thoughts of all of our products and all of our tables. And that's something that is really impressive when it comes to a brand. So for those reasons, we're a 10 out of 10 for Legacy Billiards.
If you're looking to buy this pool table, if you want an acrylic leg in your house, reach out to us, ledfordbilliardsupply.com. Shoot us an email, info@ledfordbilliardsupply.com, or give us a call, 864-283-6929.